Do you do any of the other things in town that have become popular, like the zip lines or anything like that?
Oh no, because I mean, they're fun, and I always recommend them for people that like that kind of thing. But because I have a height issue, that's my deal.
Yeah.
I really afraid of heights for some reason. I don't know.
I have a bad back, so that's actually my excuse. Is I don't want to be jostled around and stuff.
No, you don't, and don't want to do that. But we have some good ones here in town. This town has everything.
There really is everything. You know, when I'm out and I tell people on ships or when I'm traveling like you do, and I say, "Come to Branson." Oh, my grandma would like it. No.
You would like it.
Yeah, you would like it, and that is probably the biggest misconception about this town. Is that it's for retired folks, because I would say there's equal amounts for younger kids and our retired friends, and
there really is, and that is the problem is the perception, and I know that there's a lot of people have been working on that, and I think it's coming around. I mean, I know that we have more theater seats than most any town.
Mm-hmm. And I forget how many the
it's
chamber
over 50,000 theater seats, and
amazing.
and our theaters are state of the art.
Right.
These theaters are nice theaters. Mm-hmm. I've played a lot of nice venues, and it doesn't get really any better than what's here.
Right.
And so I'm proud about that, and people get a quality. And the thing that makes Branson, like for guys like us who have families, we're living in the area, it makes it nice because you can live somewhat of a family life and not be gone all the time.
That was the attraction for me to come here, is that I didn't have to be on the road. And driving at night in a bus and all that, and you get to go home to your family. You can get your family involved in the show.
Right.
And people don't realize that the numbers are staggering about this town. What do we get? 7 million visitors, they say.
Right, a year. And
there's only 10,000 people that live in the town. That's hilarious to me. And the one that always got me was, I don't know how current this is, but at one point they said there's 15,000 hotel rooms.
Yeah.
That's like a separate room for you to sleep in every night for 50 years.
I know. I know.
It's insane.
And they're wonderful people, and this town has always been a wonderful town. Like I said, it uplifts God, family, and country, which I think is made Branson what it is. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying I'm an old timer because I've been here a long time. But I really think that Branson should always try to embrace what brought us to the dance.
I totally agree. Occasionally I'll get people that'll come up at the show and they'll say, well, when are you going to have casinos? And I say, hopefully never, because then we're just an imitation of Vegas, that's where we have our thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's different. And other nations have their thing, and this is what has built Branson. And I think if Branson continues to embrace what we have been, it's just going to get bigger and bigger as the word gets out.
I totally agree. Well, let's go back and talk about your show for next year. At your theater, you have some other shows that are there now, and also will be there next year, right?
Right, that's correct.
Who else do you have at the theater?
Well, we have Jim Owen, who wrote the song Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man for Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn. Jim's a good friend of mine, a very funny comedian. I mean, he nails them with that, and wrote a lot of great songs, tells a lot of great stories in his show. He does our matinee time slot. Okay. I do mornings and nights. He does 2 o'clock. And then we're having another artist next year by the name of Danny Diamond, who does a tribute to Neil Diamond, Buddy Holly, does
what
things
a coincidence!
Like that.
He has the same last name.
Yeah, you would think. Yeah, but he's going to be new to the area, and then also we have Barbara Fairchild, who does her Sunday morning worship service.
She's
at
the
my
nicest
theater.
woman. I've talked to her, the sweetest person.
We love her and Roy, and then also we have Jammin' for Jesus, which that's a once a month event where we bring in numerous gospel acts from all over the country, and it changes monthly. We do them only once a month, and it's always the first Sunday of every month at 2 o'clock, and those will start up in April. But that goes every month, and it's always different, and it's free. It's absolutely free. People can just come.
Wow.
Yeah, it's neat.
And so you'll have those on your website as to who's performing.
Well, Phyllis Road Truck handles the Jammin' for Jesus event, but we always try to put a big flyer out and put it on Facebook of who's all going to be there each month, and so we do try to keep up on that. But and then like they take each month we have a different cause that we try to help out through that show, And one time it was the Salvation Army, and we do others. And,
Maybe a comedian with twins.
Yeah.
Fun. You could do that.
yeah, there you go. We could have the
That's a
Christopher
good-
James one.
Yeah, a cause. That's a cause. Trust me.
Believe me, I know. Because having children, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so that it helps that, and we just love having it at the theater. We've had some wonderful gospel artists on there, and she gets people from all around the country, and she handles that because it's quite a lot of booking of people with that.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot
I
of
wouldn't
work.
want to do that.
It's
Again,
really
that goes
hard.
back to doing your own show and all that. No, thank you.
Yeah, right.
Let me
It's
show
tough.
up and punch in and
Punch
do
in
my
and do
thing
your
and go
thing.
home. But you, Barbara, just to be clear, is not performing at your theater. She's doing a Sunday morning.
Worship service. That's correct. She still has her own show at the Golden Corral.
And the public's welcome to come to that on Sunday morning.
Oh, yeah, that's just open to the public. And, it's so funny because I got to tell you a little funny story about Barbara and her husband, Roy. See, Roy Morris and my wife, Cheryl, they've teased Barbara and I for years that at all the events they go, well, where are our pictures, or where are, so they've decided that it's an inside joke, but they keep saying that they're going to have their own show someday, and they're going to call themselves the Where Is It At Theater. No one's going to be able to find it. but anyway, they tease Barbara and Roy all the time. And this year, Roy sent me over the internet. He made a fake billboard with a big picture of him and my wife, and then Barbara Fairchild and I, we're down here real small.
Oh, that's
It was
awesome.
funny. He's
That
funny.
is.
But we have a good time.
Oh, that's a great name for a theater.
Where's that theater?
I always wanted to open a restaurant called I Don't Care. It's Up to You.
It's up to you.
I have a friend. They had a little country band, and I used to help with it in Ohio, kind of book bands and things like that. Never again. It's a lot of work. That's real work. And the name of their band was Free Beer, and so up on the sign tonight, free beer. And so everyone would come in.
Oh, wow. That pack out the place. And they didn't get it for false advertisement.
No, that was the name of the group. So a restaurant called I Don't Care and the Nowhere Theater.
The Nowhere. That's funny.
Yeah. That would be perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Well, shows next year. You're going to be still doing the morning show. You'll be doing the evening show. Lots of stuff going on at your theater there behind the Olive Garden. So go have your breadsticks and your
Oh, yeah.
your,
They can eat right
croutons
there and come on down for the show.
and be ready to cheer and yell for all the number one hits there.
That's
the
exactly
tribute
right.
show. And we'll put the website down below where you can get tickets and more information about Doug and the other shows that they have there. And thank you for coming out to talk.
And thank you for what you're doing for Branson. This is really good.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And we'll see you next week on Branson Spotlight. Bye-bye.